Have you guys ever seen that video where a guy is like a vet on TV and people call in to ask him about their animals, but he has a table full of every kind of animal all in the same box, and all the animals are killing each other?
No.
Well, he's actually,
what?
Yeah, it's the funniest shit. There's like ferrets falling off the table and smacking their heads off the floor.
It doesn't sound funny.
It's pretty funny. And then a monkey picks up a bird, starts biting his head. He's like, no, stop. And then a dog.
It doesn't sound funny.
And then a dog starts licking a turtle, and the turtle bites the dog's tongue, and he starts screaming.
That's pretty funny.
And then something dies, and he makes the Star Trek reference when he's like, it's dead, Jim.
Is this on TV?
This is funny to you? This sounds horrible. It sounds like a Holocaust.
Isn't it funny?
animal.
Look at him. I've never seen Chris laugh this hard and like all
That's the guy. He's so into it and happy, and he's a little skinny nerd guy. He's really happy about it all.
American TV is fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a perfect segue.
I am a master.
I've
been
been to Canada. I've turned on to television. I've been thoroughly confused about what I was supposed to be entertained by. And you're sitting here telling me, hold on, how many channels do you have in Canada?
We have 4.
You see?
We don't have MTV, we have much music.
Yeah. We have
All right.
You pay for your cable package, you can get anything.
All right, look.
But up until from let's say 1990 to 2002, you couldn't get MTV. You get Much Music, which is the Toronto version of MTV.
I want to make it very clear that we do not have cable. We have no fucking idea.
no
So we are
TV.
not going to defend Canadian TV at all. But I will say that coming down to cons, the best parts, obviously, you go on, you meet cool people, you hang out, have a good time, but watching fucking American commercials is the weirdest, and it's the
creepy.
best. It's super fucking odd.
Weirder than Japan commercials?
Japan commercials, I saw some weird shit,
Okay.
right? But what we don't have is shit like, did you fucking commit a crime? Are you sure? Maybe? I don't know. Call us. Were you hurt? Are you sure you're hurt? You're not? Call this fucking number. All this weird shit, or just like drugs pushing pills in your face, and like all the fucking creepy ass things where lawyers are just trying to shock you and scare you into getting on the phone.
What's the best is that there's one lawyer and he's saying what you just said, but then kind of like another lawyer just shows up like right after, and he's like, "No, you gotta listen to my partner, sir. He knows what he's talking about."
This is hype, man. Just kind of like pops up behind him.
Yeah, man, this is the guy.
We'll return to SleepyCast after a message from our sponsor.
Oh no! I think something awful happened.
Alert!
Huh?
Attention!
Who said that?
I don't know. If you've been injured recently, you should listen to this.
I don't know. Should you listen to him? Probably. You don't even know if you're hurt.
Did you do something wrong? Is there a crime? Is there a dead body in your backyard? You don't know if you did it. Maybe you did. Fucking call this number.
1-800, I don't know.
Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. Call this number if you think you should call this number.
You may be entitled if you've recently been in a crime, accident, if someone died or didn't die, if you picked something up and you weren't sure what it was, you might be entitled to compensation.
I don't know. Don't listen to us.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find my wallet, so I figured it was probably the girl that I brought home, but then I did find it. It was actually my pants, so I don't know.
Call us now.
After my car accident, I didn't know what I was going to do. Or no, you know what? It was pedophile charges. Either way, the law offices of maybe and I don't know got me a huge cash settlement. Thanks, guys.
Call us!
So I'm driving up the interstate and some asshole rear ends me. I get out of the car. Guess who it is? My brother-in-law, Vic. I love that guy.
Call us now.
Yeah, so I'm cruising down the interstate in my 95 Honda Civic DX when some dickless faggot cuts me off. Boom, cracked the shit out of my front bumper too. Turns out it's my pussy-ass brother-in-law, Jerry. So I took that motherfucker to court for everything he had, and my bitch of a wife, aka his sister, didn't see a fucking dime because I was pretty much done with that bitch anyways. Always saying something stupid at the dinner table, talking about, honey, I bleached my asshole. It's like nasty, bitch, I'm trying to eat.
Call us!
The law offices of maybe and I don't know. Call us now at 1-800, I don't know.
Call this fucking number!
That's perfect.
It's fucked. We don't know what the fuck you guys have on TV, but that shit creeps me out, man.
Dude, my mind is fucking blown. The only time I watch cable is at bars and at cons. And it's only because I'm bored at cons and I'm drinking at bars. And it always blows my mind. Like this morning I'm watching Married with Children. I heard I don't really like that fucking show, but every 2 minutes another fucking commercial comes on. It's fucking mind-blowing.
We got the back-to-back last
And
night.
it's a constant reminder of why why I don't have cable.
We got the fucking back-to-back of like do you have acne? Put this Bane mask on and just wear it for a while. It'll clear your shit up.
I'm sorry. One of the commercials that actually really genuinely upset me was that there was a commercial about women who did not feel sexually.
I was just about to say that.
That
I didn't see
commercial.
that one.
That commercial blows my mind. Where they're like, "Oh, you don't feel sexually like sexy or whatever the fuck it was."
After a certain age.
Yeah. After a certain age.
Is your vagina dry? Call now.
And they had a thing for that. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like they're like trying to take every little thing. Do you look at a cheeseburger and you want to eat it, but you don't because, maybe you had one like an hour ago? Call this number because you're suffering from cheeseburgeritis. And it's like, dude, they're just trying to take every little thing that any person is ever afraid of.
Random thought.
Oh, yeah, even that. And then just make that like a symptom
and it's
that
not,
you need to be cured of.
Yeah, and it's not a 30-second, it's a minute-long dedicated
Full
infomercial.
blown, and they got a clinic for that shit.
And the whole thing is just padded with like women like mid 50 to 60s staring longingly at the camera. Just, get this vagina wet, and they're like, I don't fucking know what you want me to order. What do I call now?
Yeah.
Now maybe I don't. First 100 people like fuck.
Dude, it's like confusing and depressing because I only watch TV like once every 2 years, and you want to get back in touch with humankind? Watch TV only once every year or so, and every time you watch it again, it'll blow your fucking mind because it advances so hard.
I can give you a suite of commercials that will give you really high highs, really low lows, and some creamy middles. Is that if you watch Cartoon Network, you will see people getting hype again for slip and slides, like the brand new slip and slides, and you see kids never been more happy in their life. Then they'll have a thing saying, "Hey kids, download this on your phone. This new
Download a slip and slide on my phone."
app.
No, just like a separate commercial. Then after that little nostalgia blast of like, yeah, slip and slides. Sure, I saw my nipples off because I used it too much.
Yep.
But it was still fun. And then they'll go, "Hey kids, ask your parents if it's okay to download this app. We have this game. Are you hurt? You don't know." And then call this number for this app. And then it'll go to like, hey, SpongeBob is coming on in 5 minutes. And that's the creamy middle. It'll go from like, or you'll see a commercial for Splatoon, which is the most 90s kid commercial ever. You're like, that's fun, that's cool. And then you'll get to like a shitty mobile download the thing, give us money commercial.
What weirded me out and made me like, man, I'm fucking out of the loop was I saw a commercial for movie trailers and how it's like they'll show the movie and then they'll have the letterboxes with a hashtag for the movie name and then the logo for the movie on top. And I'm like, when did they start doing that? Where it's like, you have to know what you're watching.
Yeah.
Never forget the name of this movie.
It's kind of genius, but
I'm like, when did that start?
I'm sorry, but the non-genius, like the idiot, non-genius idiot part of it is the fact that they're throwing a hashtag on it.
Well, yeah.
And who the fuck besides the idiots are hashtag? Like the new Superman comes out. Who the fuck is throwing a hashtag?
the majority of the viewers. Dude.
Wow, idiots.
Yeah.
Idiots is the majority of the
Like
fucking
you've never
viewers.
hashtagged, Mick?
I hashtag all the time, but all my hashtags are like fucking
shit.
ironic. Like
Yeah.
Oni sucks Stamper's dick. Like, hey, did you guys see the weather
That was
today?
trending recently.
Yeah.
Who watches a movie trailer and goes, I'm excited.
After the trailer, I'm gonna hashtag this trailer.
Little kids, that's who.
Maybe you're right, because I don't know. Like, I know he doesn't.
What is the benefit for
You geriatric fucks are just out of the loop.
No, what's the benefit for a random to fucking hashtag something? Is it popularity?
Do you not
like
remember?
they hope
Currently
somebody...
trending.
Wait, hold on, Chris. I don't remember what.
Do you not remember being a fucking 12-year-old and seeing SpongeBob.com? You're like, what's SpongeBob.com? And you go on and you're like, oh shit, they got games. You play shitty fucking horrible games.
So, Chris, are you
very
admitting?
right.
I don't think that is the demographic, but if it was, I could not fight you on that.
12-year-old boys, 16-year-old girls.
Because they're more mature.
No, 16-year-old girls are always like, hey.
There's no such thing as an R-rated movie anymore, so
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense.
That's true too.
You know?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
The other thing I think when they put hashtags on a movie is because, like, when that transition, a lot of movies look the same. and you need to constantly remind them. This is Transformers 7,
Right.
not 4 3/4 or whatever the fuck.
Dude, those hashtags are dead.
Every time I hear hashtags, I think of hash browns and makes me hungry.
Yeah, no, I wish.
I could eat.
I wish.
But the other
Dude,
thing
let's
they-
go get some hashtags, man.
Right now.
The other thing is that half the commercials sometimes won't even be an ad for the movie. It'll be like a little skit that they set up for it. Like, I'm like, honey, why are you acting like a Terminator in your underwear? You know? Or like fucking just talking to the Rock doing the most awkward interview for San Andreas and shit. And you're just like, where's the movies?
See, that shit's
What
weird. When they get
happened?
celebrities to get pulled in to the fucking weird, trendy ass bullshit that is clearly so awkward. Like, they
don't
hired
understand.
some quote unquote social media manager, some bullshit to like get a celebrity.
That's what I'm saying.
to
Give
embarrass
TV a break
themselves.
for like 6 months and then cut it back on again. It'll be a completely different world.
I was watching Mortal Kombat recently, just like
The movie?
yeah, and I love that movie stands up to time,
God.
in my opinion.
It shockingly
Especially
does.
the first 20 minutes are amazing, like the intro, because they
When
use
they all
all
get
these
there.
well, they use all these practical sets, which are really fucking great. They're not using like the the
Mortal
plaster
Kombat?
fucking Mortal Kombat
Is
movie.
that like a critically hated movie?
No,
because I love it.
The second
for a video game movie,
the
it
first
does
was
its job, man.
Mortal Kombat
No.
was a great movie.
Yeah,
The first one is considered a guilty pleasure. The second one is like this
Like,
critical disaster.
yeah. But the first one, especially
The second one
first-
is a fucking travesty.
The intro to the first Mortal Kombat, like all the practical sets that they had, like real sets, like the temples and that Hollywood set that they had for Johnny Cage and like all this fucking shit. It's beautiful. It's
I wouldn't
great.
call Mortal Kombat a guilty pleasure. I'd call it a decent movie. It's actually not bad at all.
No, I wouldn't. Because as a kid, when
Ninja Turtles 2 is a guilty pleasure.
I went to go see Stargate, right? And
Yeah.
Stargate, they had the trailer for Mortal Kombat, and all I could think about while watching Stargate was like, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I still loved it. And then I remember going back to high school when the
haven't
new
seen
semester would start
Oh, I
and just go, Jay, you guys see Mortal Kombat? And everyone's like, no, play sports and listen to rap music. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh. And, you know, like,
So
oh,
I
my
recently
glasses.
watched it.
Man,
and
you got
it-
shitty friends, dude. My friends were like,
it's-
yeah.
it still stands up.
I didn't have any friends then.
Fucking
Oh,
love
okay.
it. There was something about Mortal Kombat that bothered me that I was going to bring up because I
Was
thought
it the
about-
fact that Sub-Zero gets beaten by a bucket of fucking water?
Well,
Was it the fact
no.
that the scorpion spear came out of the palm of his hand?
Yeah,
And it had a
there's
little
something
face on it that
creepy.
went,
Yeah. No, it did weird me out that like Katana's over in the corner like use the element that brings life. And he's sitting there getting in a fight. And finally he's like, oh, there's a bucket of water. Water, life. It's like, dude, use the bucket of water. And he'd be like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Put that fucking Fu Manchu accent with it too. Use
Yeah.
the element. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it was just like, she's just stroking her beard she got all of a sudden.
And then it's like, oh, you love.
Well,
you love
she's
Sub-
10,000 years old. They keep trying to harp on that.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I
like-
mean, it was kind of
big
geared at
deal.
kids at the time, right? That's what
I don't think so
violent.
because there was. I mean, it had violence. I mean, there was piercing through you.
Well, yeah, but you
and
can't deny that at
broken
the time,
necks and-
the target demographic was like kids.
I think.
It was
I think it was.
kids.
I think it was like it was teenagers,
Not
and
adults,
kids.
but older kids.
Right. So I think it was older kids and then kids who weren't supposed to watch the movie, who got to watch the movie and be like, "Oh my god, I get to watch Mortal Kombat."
The most amazing thing to come out of Mortal Kombat the movie is the actor that played Kano. His Australian interpretation became the
Oh, yeah,
de
it did.
facto way that
It
they
is. Yeah.
portray Kano
That is
now.
true.
Like imagine if in the fucking Street Fighter Van Damme movie they're like,
Yeah.
you know what, Guile should be French from now on. That
Yeah.
would be a sick thing, and the people should like that. Like
Yeah.
I don't
That's the
think so.
first movie I can remember as a kid where I saw it, and it had one of those things where it ends on a note where you just start marking out, running out of the theater screaming because Shao Kahn shows up.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember leaving a theater excited before
Shang
that.
Tsung,
Like,
that actor, that Asian actor who plays Shang Tsung, I realized, and I've seen him in a bunch of things.
He
was your uncle.
His name is like Kerry Hiroyuki or something.
I don't know, but dude, that guy's been in a lot of movies.
He's always
And
the bad guy.
always
And
the fucking bad
he's
guy.
always bad.
Yeah.
But
He's
he's
got that
always
bad guy
great.
face.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's great.
And not only that, but in that movie,
He does muscle therapy
dude,
for athletes.
You see him in a fucking like evil villain vest most of the time, or an evil villain like cape thing, but when he takes off his shit,
And he's fucking ripped.
dude, that guy was ripped.
Yeah, Jack.
Because I see him now, and he's like this old ass, wrinkly fucking Asian dude. In that movie, in Mortal Kombat, I can see why they fucking hired him. He was fucking.
That was a
jacked.
reveal. That
You
was
know
a
they
reveal.
recast him as Shang Tsung in the web series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know the Mortal
yeah.
There's Mortal
That's
Kombat
right.
Legacy, and
That's
they,
right.
they
Yep.
said we got to get this
That's
guy
right.
back.
And I think that was obviously the best choice.
Also, the guy that played Kano in that movie committed suicide.
Yeah, no, he was
Whoa,
like.
whoa, whoa, hold on.
The end.
How? No, how?
Thanks for tuning in to SleepyCast.
Jesus Christ, man.
Before you end it, how did that happen?
I don't fucking know. I just know he's dead.
He was like in a friend found him or whatever, and he had lied. He was never from Australia. He was billed in his resume said I'm from Australia, mate. And then it was like, no, you're actually from West Sussex, you fuck. And he would use that because it would actually get him roles,
Right.
Because he had a lot of bit roles and things. Like there was a really bad like early mid 90s movie called Deep Rising, which is about a big octopus that inhabited a ship. And
Yes.
they would go in there and they need mercenaries. So this dude was like, I'm Australian, I could totally do this part. And then they get him in there, and then apparently like that had something to do with it. Like he committed suicide because he lied about being Australian for so long.
weird.
Something like that.
Wow.
And
All he
everyone
had
was,
to do
like,
to pull it
super
back
sad.
was say, oh, I'm just a really good voice actor then.
Yeah.
Do you know
Just
the most
move on
fucked up
from there.
thing? The guy that played Kano in the web series of Mortal Kombat also committed suicide.
What?
Jesus Christ.
The
man.
cursed role.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude. That's like the Madden curse.
Good podcast we're
The
doing.
Kano curse.
Hey, don't forget, guys.
Of
Christopher
course.
Lee is dead. Don't forget.
How many
Of course,
people have played
just-
Kano? And how many are still alive?
Kano curse, of course, curse is spelled with a K there.
Yes, of course. Yes. Absolutely. Flawless victory. How, I want to know. And then, like, the person who did, like, the voice or the character model for Kano in the original games.
Dead.
You're a liar. You're a liar. If
I think
that's
he's
true,
lying.
that's
The
crazy.
guy that animated Kano, dead.
The guy who came up with the name
guy that thought of
Kano.
Dead.
Dead.
Brain
Everyone
tumor.
that says Kano.
There's a lot of people that named Kano, they're dead now.
If your name has the letters that can be rearranged into the word Kano, dead.
There is somebody that works in Mortal Kombat Studios, whatever the fuck, NetherRealm, whatever,
Yeah.
and their sole job is to make sure every C is turned into a K in the manuals.
Yeah.
Every time you're flipping through, it's like,
They have to search
the fact
that every
they're
time.
still doing it makes me think that they put it out with C's and then people like tested it and went, nah, this is fucking wrong. Like, Jesus Christ, do we still have to do the bit?
they probably have a program
You know?
that like just gets
Wipes all the
yeah,
C's.
just-
That or if
Their
they just-
keyboards don't even have the letter
That's
C.
right.
I know.
Or their font
you get
type,
fired if you use a C.
Their font type does not allow it. The C.
I remember some marketing thing. They're like, no, the K just looks better.
It does look better.
It does. Look
does.
better.
It looks like
MC
sharp blades.
versus MK.
Yeah.
People who drink Drano, dead.
Cohen. Confirmed.
Did you drink Drano? Are you sure? Maybe. You don't know. Call. You might be
me,
entitled
Kano.
to compensation if you drank fucking drink.
So I take this wicked shit, I wipe my ass, I look at the paper, it's covered in like this chunky, like ruby red blood. I'm freaking out. I mean, I got my phone, 911, ready to go. Then I remember I ate beets last night.
Call us now.
Call 1-800, I don't know. That's 1-800, I don't know.
Call this fucking number.